week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
26. Check 5. Check 13. Watch twist. Hey, black.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Squeeze down low. Watch tight is right. Watch tight is right. 4 down, check. 4 down. Eyes on 13.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. On the delay, here's Hines. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Penny, a first down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on,
The 26-yard line.
boom, boom. Motion, reset.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Check 24, check 24. 25, check 25, check 25. 26. 1-3.
On first down, it's Cohen looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You must be dreaming. Run. 50, 30. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. They can't hang with that. Hey, 88.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at it, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Laquell Armstead, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on his teammates.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Rodgers to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
What time? Tight end right, tight end right. Four down. Alert.
Coaching spell.
Slam.
Snap.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
You got 58.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here, and what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Hey, Charlie. Get that quarterback.
Now back to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Complete to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Leo.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Secret.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Bryant is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Back north. 50.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Got it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And in incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, C6.
They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Here we go. 58.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come again.
They try again with Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Jump out! Hey, Haywood!
Mine's 50. Hey, tight.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the penalty, it's Penny. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. For the 50. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Plant.
You.
Bravo.
Now a play fake. Rodgers going for it all. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Shifts by him. Fights loose. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barron leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike 50.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
319.
Watch the
screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D.
Zoom. Get 300. Get 300. Can I get that?
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers finding Knox there, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about, it's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Raquel Armstead, 82 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the intercept. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barron able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
You gonna see me in your ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st down.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jones has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
To throw is Rodgers. This one caught by Isabella. And some room to maneuver. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A give to Cohen. He heads right. There he goes inside the 30. A game there of 30 big ones.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rodgers throwing here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.